doesn't handle that one very well.
That was a dig that could have been made.
Rick McLaughlin is back to serve, 2-1, favoring the Lions. An upset possibly in the makings here at the Gersten Pavilion. Jamie Clary with a dig, set outside, knocked over by Suwara. Lions on offense at this point. Chris Young with the attack down the line. Touch is called, point Lions.
Nice hit by Chris Young right down the line. UCLA upset. They don't think they touched the ball, or at least they're not admitting it.
Rick McLaughlin, 3-1, back to serve. Serve comes over, picked up by the Bruins. Set outside to Bill Suwara into the block. The block puts it on the floor. Chuck Donlin, they're hugging each other on the court. It's if they just won a national championship.
If they can beat UCLA tonight, they have every right to be awfully pleased with themselves.
4-1 on the court. This is the 5th game. Each team has 2 games under its belt. The 2 games the Lions have lost, they've lost by a score of 15-11. It's been some exciting volleyball here in the story. We are an hour and a half into tonight's match. Serve comes over, it's picked up by the Bruins. They're on offense right now. Trevor Shearman putting the ball up. It's dug up by Mike Longacre, who's knocked in the head by Matt Cott trying to get to the ball. Benny Wang into Shearman, kaboom!
Nice shot, Trevor Sherman. Hard spike right down.
You can feel the floor shaking on that one, and you can feel that in Westchester. No, it wasn't an earthquake, it was just an attack. Mike Garcia with the serve, comes into the middle of the court, picked up by McInerney.
Perfect pass.
Outside to Young.
A perfect pass. You got the one-on-one block on the right side, and Young hit it right by that block, cross court for the winner.
And Rich Rosales is right when he told you they need to pass to win, and they are passing to win. Serve comes out of bounds.
You also got to keep your serves in.
The Lions haven't had too much trouble in that tonight compared to UCLA.
You commented that we're already an hour and a half into it. Well, this is the 5th game. These games are going really quickly, and a lot of that is we've had a lot of unforced errors, just as we do there. Todd hitting the ball into the net. Point UCLA.
Score is now UCLA 2, Loyola Marymount 4. Point UCLA, as you mentioned, Robert. Trevor Shearman with a serve, comes into McInerney. High pass, McLaughlin setting, caught, and he gets it through. The Bruins, Jamie Clary picks it up, sends it over. And it's a one-handed set by McLaughlin to Donlin, and a solo block for the Bruins.
Cleary with a great play. He backhanded it, a la John McEnroe, over the net and allowed UCLA to score that point. Great play, Cleary.
Don Dendinger, the blocker on the play, his 3rd solo block of the night. Out to Longacre as the attack, and it's touched by Shearman, but the Bruins are there to regain control of the ball. Dug up, and the Lions keep it in play. Longacre off the fingertips, it's good.
Longacre holding up his clenched fist in victory. That was a nice hit, and he's happy about it.
This is a young Lion team we're looking at here on the floor right now. You've got Matt Cott, a freshman. You've got Danny McInerney, a junior. You've got McLaughlin, a sophomore. Donlin, a freshman. Young, a sophomore. And Longacre, a freshman.
That's a nice hit that time by Bill Suwara, and a great set from the back court. Loyola didn't put up a block that time, and they paid for it.
Suwara serving the ball into bounds. McInerney with a set, out to Longacre, he puts it off the block. Jamie Clary pops it up. Clary will attack the ball from the 10-foot line. Chris Young to McInerney, pushes it back and misses the corner.
Another unforced error. No reason for that shot.
We're tied up at 4 here on the center court of the Albert Gersten Pavilion. The Lions going against the Bruins. And the outside attack goes to Longacre. He puts it down.
Longacre that time had 1 block up, and it was Anthony Kersey, the setter for UCLA, and he pounded it by the block for the side out.
And the play comes into the middle of Don Dendinger. It's a short shot picked up by Cott with his hand open on the floor. Rick McLaughlin knocks it over. Clary picks it up. Back to Jamie Clary, and he puts it down.
Clary starting to come on. So a nice cross-court spike that time by Jamie.
Benny Wang is back to serve for the Bruins. Picked up by the Lions. Outside, mishandled ball. Point, UCLA.
That's a tough call. That's a little tight call, I think. But the call is made. That's a point for UCLA. Back to serve, number 18, Benny Wang. Pass up the middle, they set outside. Dug by UCLA. Middle set, put away, side out Loyola.
The attacker there, Danny McInerney, and he's an effective player for the Lions tonight. Last year, UCLA was 18-0 the WIVA. Loyola Marymount 1-17, having beat Cal State Northridge. This year, they're 0-5 so far. Longacre unable to control the attack of Don Dendinger. Sam Lagana with you with Robert Chavez calling all the action here on the American Cable Systems.
That's an amazing stat. Loyola winning 1 of 22 league matches. And here they are in the 5th game with UCLA down by only a point, 4-5. Great dig right there by the setter, Wang. And Cleary pounding off the block. Point UCLA, 6-4 Bruins.
Don Dendinger back to serve. We're live at the Albert Gersten Pavilion in stereo, of course. Don Dendinger, the awesome All-American out of UCLA. Knocking the ball down, Chris Young for the Lions.
There's an awesome hit by Young. Between Young and Donlin, Loyola has had plenty of firepower tonight.
McInerney is back to serve right now.
He's way back to serve, back by the basketball line there.
Comes out to Cleary, he's blocked. Bruins keep it in play. Garcia the attack, McInerney picks it up. It goes to Donlin, he puts it off the block. And can the Bruins get it over? Yes, Don Dendinger will put it in. Donlin with a pass, outside to Young, and he puts it down.
Young kind of mishit that, but he hit it awfully high, and the off-speed shot found the floor. Loyola staying close to UCLA here, 5-6.
What I wanted to bring up here is UCLA is 34-0 against Loyola Marymount in career, and that attack by Trevor Sherman popping the sideline, good side out.
Well, that shows the significance, that stat, 34-0, the significance of how close this match is, and that Loyola has a real legitimate chance of winning tonight.
Chris Young with the play. Danny McInerney bump set, goes back to Young. Cross court, put it down. Nobody was there for UCLA. What were they thinking, Robert?
Again, that was just a great hit by Young, though. He was off balance, off the net, and he put it down hard. On defense, you've got to see that the player's off balance. You don't relax, but you expect a different type of hit. Tough to dig that kind of spike.
And there's the pass, the Lions. It's knocked out of bounds by the Bruins. Point Loyola Marymount, 6-6 on the scoreboard.
Trevor Sherman can't believe there wasn't a touch called. And once again, maybe I'm just going with the players because I've argued with officials in my day, but it looked like a touch to me.
And that's what you don't want right there, a service error by your team captain at a crucial point. We're in 6-6 and you had some momentum. Mike Garcia back to serve.
Garcia, one of the few players who serves close to the service line. Most of the players go back and serve a longer serve.
There's a cross-court hammer put down by Chris Young. Chris Young out of Honolulu, Hawaii. Just playing awesome volleyball here tonight. He's got 14 kills on the evening for the Lions. 6-6. Serve comes into Jamie Cleary. Wang sets Sherman. The block is up. Dendinger with the pass. Outside to the ball, and it comes down and it pops the line. The block was there.
That was there. It was Matt Cott again, and the crowd and the team go crazy. When Cott gets a block, it's not only good for a point, it's good for spirit.
I got to tell you, Matt Cott, as a 5'9" back row specialist setter, has 5 blocks, 2 of which are solos. And that's something to speak of when you're that small on a volleyball court today. Back row attacker is Mike Garcia. The Lions keep it in play.
Great dig by McLaughlin.
Here it comes. The offense of UCLA, and it's put down by Trevor Sherman.
Trevor kind of grabbed that and threw it down. A throw is not legal in volleyball, but if you do it quickly enough in the middle there, it's a legal play and a good play that time by Trevor.
6 is serving 7. Trevor Sherman is at the line. The ball comes over. It's dug up. They need some help in the back row. Young will dig past it. Longacre puts it over. The Bruins on offense. Lions keep it in play. McLaughlin knocking over. Jungle ball right there. And Longacre through the block, picked up by the Bruins. Another good rally on our hands. One you want to win, into the block, and it's out of bounds.
Well, UCLA had an easy point opportunity, didn't take advantage of it, and then ultimately scored the point after rallying back and forth.
And back at the service line is Trevor Sherman, 7-7 on the scoreboard. We hope you're enjoying tonight's telecast on the American Cable Systems.
You can't get any closer than this, 7-7 in the 5th game.
Longacre whipped it down, what an attack!
Right by the one-man block of Benny Wang.
It was like playing pinball here. Chuck Donlin back to serve, 7-7 on the board. They have a little wet spot on the floor. Volleyball is unique in that the players usually negotiate cleanup.
And that's an opportunity for the players to tell the referee, yes, there's water on the floor, when sometimes there isn't water on the floor. You just want to break up the momentum of the other team.
And there's Benny Wang with another floor set. It's knocked down, and Chris Young can't pick it up.
That's a nice hit. Cross-court left-handed Bill Sawara.
Bill Sawara now will serve, Robert. It's 7-7 still, fifth game. Tight games here. Bruins came in thinking, hey, this is going to be easy. All our sit-down men are going to get to play, but no such tonight. Longacre again.
Loyola is just really pumped up, and I don't blame them. They're playing great.
This would be a rare moment in Lion volleyball history. Matt Cott back to serve. About a freshman, putting the ball over the net. Picked up by Cleary. It goes back to the 10-foot attacker, and he launches it out of bounds. That was Mike Garcia with the kill attempt.
Just long by Garcia. And they're going to switch sides here in the fifth game, 8-7.
We'll be back on the American Cable Systems. You're watching collegiate volleyball at its very finest.
What does freedom mean to you?
Freedom means peace and fun for everybody. Freedom means I don't have to do the dishes unless I want to. You can wear what you want. You can say what you want.
The Constitution, 200 years old and still working.
Because this is a free country, that's why.
We're back at the Albert Gersten Pavilion. You haven't missed much. The score, the Lions 8, the visitors from UCLA 7. Ball in play, goes into McInerney in the middle. McInerney will not set it this time, and it goes out to McLaughlin. He threads the needle, side out Lions.
Crowd really behind the Lions tonight.
Now a small but effective crowd. Right now, we have number 14, Mike Longacre, back to serve. And Don Dendinger going one-on-one with Danny McInerney and winning that play. As we mentioned, the score right now is UCLA 7. Loyola Marymount is at 8, as you see on your screen.
Denninger had a few words for Loyola after that spike.
Sure he did. And Chris Young putting it into the block. Lions on offense right now. McInerney over the block. It gets a tip, and the Lions take the beat.
Loyola really getting the rub of the green tonight.
We're going to take a look at the way the scoring has gone. As we mentioned, it's 8-7 and they switch. And the way the scoring has gone is the Loyola Marymount took the first game 15-6, as you see our current score right now, UCLA 7, Loyola 8. The first game went 15-6 to the LMU Lions. The second game went 15-11 to UCLA. The third game, 15-7, Loyola Marymount. Fourth game, 15-11. We're in the fifth game now. Service error by Danny McInerney. Side out, UCLA. Jamie Cleary at the line.
That's the kind of error that you just, 8-7, fifth game. It's time to make your big plays, not to make errors.
McInerney with a pass, goes to the middle of Chuck Donlin, sweet hit.
Donlin, just as tough here in the fifth game as he was in the first game. He's having a great night.
Side out LMU, Rick McLaughlin back to serve. Jamie Cleary a little upset after not being able to dig that ball. Comes to serve, goes down to Sawara. One-handed set, it's blocked by the Lions. UCLA back on offense. Sawara again, putting it off